Conor hasn't won, and we both love Conor here. Conor hasn't won in a hot fucking second. Yeah. I don't care. I'll still watch him. Conor was at that event. You know me, I'm always, I don't think he owes us anything. So if he wants to retire, do it, Bubba. But you watch that, you're like, he's probably not coming back. He's having too much fun. And he's just, and I like that he always stops for aerial, even though he's in a boxing kind of atmosphere, he'll always stop for aerial and, give the MMA fan base love. So I do love that. But it's just, if you're Dana and with the whole TV rights deal thing, you're watching and it's just like, oh, well, that's not the best PR for us, He's like, yeah, because Ariel was pressing him. He's like, so do we have an opponent? Like, are we fighting this year? And he's like, no, not this year. 2025 for sure. 2025 for sure. He's like, who? He's like, it doesn't matter. It's whoever, maybe Chandler. We'll see how Chandler did. And you're just like, oh, he's not even thinking about it. He's not even thinking about it. And I heard, I think it's a number of things. Last week I said the reason why we're getting this kind of long, drawn-out process of Conor not fighting is the TV right deals. I think it's a number. So for sure that has something to do with it. Also, word on the street is Conor was supposed to fight at 303. They thought he could have fought, and he chose not to. I've heard, it was his toe. I've heard he was completely unprepared, and the UFC was like, dude, like we can't put this product out, let's wait. So for a number of things, who knows, probably somewhere in the middle. But you watch that, you're just like, oh, and I'm fine with it. It's all good.
Yeah. I've been like, can't tell me nothing. Conor's going to fight again.
Me too.
But just seeing him there, I'm just like, I don't think he's gonna.
No, the vibe's different. And he also doesn't look in like great shape. Like his face, It's kind of like me when I'm drinking and doing that shit. I'll hold all the weight in my face. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about, Chan.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
he just seems like not all there. I don't play too much because I don't like it.
He's also, the end of the day, like, again, he doesn't notice anything. He's also enjoying life. Okay, you've earned it, big dog. Do your thing. Not mad at him. Now it'd be different. See, I'm not mad at anybody. But it'd be different if he was the current champ doing this, holding up the division. Then we're like, dude, and that's kind of what John's doing, right? Like you're champ, but like spreading out and like, I'm gonna fight this guy, then I'm out of here. That bothers me a little bit. Like, oh, dude, poor Tom Aspinall, and the division can't go anywhere. To you and Steve, just get it over with, for God's sakes, But Conor's not doing that. I think the animosity from the fan base comes like, he just wants to see him back in there because we all remember Conor, But those days might be done. You watch that, like, oh yeah, he doesn't look like his typical self. All good. He knows anything. Enjoy your life, man. Bro, in BKFC, all good.
So it's for that deal that they're trying to do with the, whatever next broadcast network is going to take him up. Since Conor McGregor he's still under contract, but everyone feels like he's not going to fight again. Do you think that how much does that affect that new deal that they're trying to get? Do they believe that he'll actually fight again, or? Yeah,
because the suits that are doing these deals, like Amazon and whoever it is, ESPN, they don't know shit about fighting, dude.
Oh, so
they have no clue. Yeah. That, like, I remember when UFC first signed with Fox, and I was working at Fox, and I'd be in on some of those board meetings, and you're just like, holy shit. Now, maybe some of them are a little more educated, but it's wild, dude. It's wild. Like, they were tossed around like Chuck Liddell and Hoist Gracie, and you're like, oh, shit. You guys have no clue. And they just go by numbers, They're like, oh, Conor's this huge guy. He has 2 fights left. Let's do it. It's like, oh, Bubba, you don't realize that. I think you'll get one out of him. I do. I don't think it's anytime soon. Like, maybe summer next year. Maybe, I don't know. He'll get a big fight. But again, I told you, it's not going to be what you're thinking. It's not going to be like, some Sarukian or some wild shit like that, or I don't think it's a Justin Gaethje. I don't think it's a Poirier. I think it's like going to be this big special event. Maybe do it at the Sphere for July 4th or something like that. I think, no matter what happens with Max Holloway and Topuria, I think it's like a Max Holloway, Conor, like mega BMF title fight. It's a title fight. I think they're going to do something. It's going to be really special. It's not gonna be like this, UFC 310, in fucking Salt Lake City, some random. No, I think they'll make it special, as they should. But it's gonna be some time, and that's his last one. And also, the Max fight makes sense too. When Max fought him when he was young, super young, and beat him. And also, it's one of those fights where if you do give a shit about Conor and you care about Max, like, you can only help both of them. They're both it's gonna be a red fucking Hawaiian panty night, right? So Max doesn't have the style where he's gonna change the DNA forever. He's not like a Justin Gaethje or Dustin Poirier or Saint, but then he's not this knockout artist where you're like, oh my God, he'll beat your fucking brains in, which might be worse. But from a fan perspective, you're like, all right, I can handle that. If you just get his fucking nose shattered for 5 rounds, like, yeah, all good. Probably worse for him in the long run. But as far as like right now in marketing, I think that's the move. Not saying Max can't knock him out. He knocked out fucking Justin Gaethje. So it could happen, but I'm just saying it's not as like scary, if that makes sense. Tough fucking fight for Conor. Yeah. And I don't think Conor would be favored in that fight. I don't think Conor would be favored in any fight they go. Maybe I think they would favor him over Nate right now. If it's MMA.
That's probably the closest one, yeah.
That's the closest one. But as far as like current, like active fighters, no. Even Chandler, I think he'd be another dog.
Just because he's been gone for that long, right? And you don't know what he's doing on his time off. Also,
another thing you got to think about if UFC wants to play this game. Let's say he doesn't fight till like midsummer, like Q2, early Q3. Let's say Paddy Pimblett gets one more big win, like one more, like he just beat Bobby Green. He's ranked in the top 15. Let's say he gets one more like marquee win. Paddy Pimblett, Conor. You wouldn't watch that? And it puts Paddy on, and it's Conor has a significant advantage in striking on the ground. That'd be a fun fight, super fun fight.
Probably the most entertaining in terms of the lead up and trash talk.
By far, it'd be so much fun.
Are they homies at all? I feel like they would be, but
why?
I'm not sure. No, I don't know. I just feel like they would be.
That's like saying you'd be homie with someone from Canada.
But they're both like Cage Warriors guys.
Yeah, you're talking about completely different times, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cage Warrior guys. Both Cage Warrior champions.
It's like, they're kind of homies. Conor McGregor took care of his bill.
And they're just partying. Conor was like, cool, let me fucking take care of this. You could, even though he took care of a bill of him eating whatever food it was. It's also at his restaurant.
Oh. Anyway. Yeah. That's definitely a great fight if that came to fruition.
It makes sense, though, right? That'd be fun.
It'd be fun.
It is for Conor, yeah. And if Conor's like, no, I want to fight for a title, and UFC's like, all right, Paddy's ranked whatever's 10, 8 at the, if he gets another big win. Because if he's just like 13 or 14, Conor's not going to take that. You gotta make it worth Conor's time. Paddy's a huge name, man. Huge name, especially international. Massive name, massive star. Makes sense. You do that, or you do a Max Holloway. That's what I would do. I think the Chandler ship sailed.
Which would you prefer, though? Paddy, Chandler, or Holloway? Like, prefer just as a fan to watch?
Man, if you did the Sphere with Conor McGregor and Max Holloway for a BMF title, that's a big, 2 legends. That's a big deal. Like you said, the Paddy fight only makes sense if he gets another marquee win over a top 10 guy. Now we're cooking with fucking sauce. Can't do it right now. He's not there right now.